I'm currently sitting in the Fanbase's headquarters as we speak, and you might be wondering why, and that's because I'm the absolute fucking best at what I do, and there is no doubt about that in my mind, and there is no competition that can possibly stand up to me, ever. I've been building a business, my business, for a little over a year, and I have two business partners alongside of me. I dropped out of college last year to pursue this business full time, even though I was kind of splitting between part-time jobs, income and stipends from college. Until my parents went totally broke, I made the decision to drop out, and I relied fully on my income and what I could do traveling the world. And here I am now, sitting in Coral Gables, Miami, not too far from downtown, in the Fanbase's headquarters. Many people here who know me. And why? Well, it's because I am the best at what I do. I've signed the best clients. I've gotten the best results. I've proved myself to not only outside people, but to myself that I'm the best at what I do. And no one else is gonna fucking change my mind about that. Not a single damn person. Not one. We've signed the biggest clients. We've signed not only funnel clients, but operating clients. Operating clients like Clavicular or Connor Sanan, or advertising clients like Lovable. And we're about to sign this guy who has a company. He's about to sell an info product. He had a company worth $500 million before he sold it out. We're signing another client, $1 million a month AI startup company to operate for them, as well as a number of other clients in the pipeline. So much so that our bandwidth is getting fastly overtaken. I wouldn't be sitting in this position if I wasn't the best at what I do. Now, I don't want to make this video all about me. I want to express to you the importance that having an ego has done for me, and what it can also do for your business as well. Okay, because, well, only a couple of months ago, I was this lost kid still. I wasn't sure the business was really going to work out. I didn't believe in myself. I always asked people for advice on what I should do or where I should be or who I should become. And I always got mixed results. And I never trusted myself. I always second-guessed myself. And finally, I feel like a completely changed person. Someone totally different than I was only a couple of months ago. Actually, only a couple of weeks ago. And it's because I've taken time to reflect on who I am. And I've changed my character completely. Because when you are comfortable in your own skin, you're convicted in your work, and you're confident in who you are, you can do absolutely fucking anything you want to do. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Because I am the best. Because God loves me the most. Because God put me on this earth for a reason. To do what I'm doing. To help other people, to start new businesses, to solve other problems. And I am the best at what I do. And there's no one ever going to take my place with that. That doesn't mean I'm getting lazy. It just means I'm going to grow so far from the competition that there will be nobody to ever catch up. And you should have the same exact philosophy. It's going to help you a lot in your business. I've seen a lot of people my age, 21 years old, newly 21 years old, some younger, some much older, struggling with who they are, not confident in their own skin, and their business and their connections are a direct result of that. Because when you're extremely confident, people perceive you a completely different way. You're able to close deals a lot more effectively. You're able to sign clients a lot more effectively. You're able to present yourself in a more professional manner. You're able to be trusted more because people perceive trust with confidence. And if you're not confident, you're not trustworthy. Not only as a person, but in the business and the service you provide. I mean, would you ever want to buy from anybody who wasn't sure in who they were or didn't believe in their business? No, not whatsoever. And I'm not telling you to just change your mindset. There's a lot more that goes into it than that. You have to subconsciously reframe the way that you think. Consistently doing small changes over time. It's not a one-night thing. It's not. It's consistently changing little micro thoughts every single time you think them, little micro actions every single time you do them. Standing up a little bit taller, speaking a little bit deeper and more convicted, speaking a little bit slower and calm and direct, consciously choosing the words you pick, constantly thinking without being distracted, using your mind, coming up with new ways to think, new ways to do things. And that's how you become a high ego, high confident person, a high performance person. I mean, if you look at the biggest, most successful, wealthiest people in the world, not a single one of them is unconfident. In fact, the most successful people are all extremely confident. Some say overconfident, and rightfully so. But still, it hasn't bitten them in the ass. So don't be fucking overconfident or worried about being overconfident. Just be confident. Because if you are, then who knows what can happen in a year for your business, for your life, for your relationships, and for yourself. Only you can determine that. Only you can determine that. But still, I am the fucking best, and you can try your best to compete with me or do whatever you want to do, but it's not going to work. And you should have the same philosophy. And if you do, well, you might stand a little chance at the very least.